Yes, we have Battletoads now.
Yeah! Nailed it! The system works, guys!
It's showtime. Let's kick some ass.
All your base are belong to us.
Come here!
Hello, listeners, and welcome to the 3-Hit Combo Podcast. The only reason I'm talking right now is I won a dice roll. So how was your guys' weekend? Weeks. Fuck. Weeks.
Look, not everyone is cut out for an
Yeah.
intro, you know. Just sometimes people are just born with it, or they've done over 100 podcast episodes that they just know how to do it.
You just don't let us do it enough.
Spectacular.
Andy won a dice roll. See, we had a 20-sided dice, and Andy won with a 7. Go figure.
Yeah.
But I did beat Matt. I beat his 2 with my 3.
Yeah. It was the most
What are the
pathetic dice roll
chances
ever.
of that?
Oh, God, let's not do that.
1 in 20.
Ha!
Yeah.
What are the chances of him getting a 7 and us also getting a 3 and a 2?
Below a 7. So you'd have to add 20.
See, I was never good at
Yeah.
probability when you start stacking probabilities.
It's like a John Madden problem. And then you add the stacking above the 20 with the 7 and the 3
It's
and
a
the...
1 in 8,000 to get those exact probabilities.
And then Brett Favre pulls down his pants, and the Mayans predicted the apocalypse came early that year.
Well, you also got to figure out what's the chance of him getting that, and you getting specifically a 3, and me getting a 2.
It'll be 1 in 20, and then another 1 in 20. So it'd be 1 in 20 times 1 in 20 times 1 in 20.
But then you got to take into
Be
account that
8,000.
3 people are rolling.
Oh, okay. So yeah, then it'd be like 1 in 27,000.
These probabilities are not that simple. Every time I did that in statistics class in college, they're like, "No, you can't just add them together."
Why not?
Well, why not? There's 3.
Yeah, or 1 in 24,000. That was the probability of us getting that.
My math skills were not great. I'm not a math person.
Me neither. I was making those numbers up.
My advisor at UNO was like, well, if you go to UNO, you can take business math, and that'll cover for your math classes. I took it, and that class was like, how to do your taxes.
Score. Hey, let's set up a budget, everyone. Cool, I live off a budget. This is hitting it close to home, guys. I think I know where we're going. Ramen noodles. Put it on there. Let's write a grocery list and see how much it'll cost. Okay, yeah, I think I like this.
Your grocery list is beer, condoms, and Doritos.
Dude, we
Isn't everybody's?
we had to do that because my high school math class, I had a really bad teacher. So then the next year I had to take stupid people math, which was, let's make a budget and make a grocery list and see how much it would cost and how much it would last you. And I got the section of the ads that had Nebraska Furniture Mart in it. So, my grocery list consisted of, a four-wheeler and, 30 750 milliliter bottles of Jack Daniels and, fireworks and it was
Things
nuts.
a responsible adult would do in real life.
Did you lose points because Jack Daniels was an inappropriate subject?
No.
Because I lost points in middle school because we had to make an atom, and I had poker chips.
Really?
Yeah, and I had 3 different colors for proton, electron, and neutron. You need 3 different ones,
That's
and it
clever.
was perfect. It looked beautiful. It was a great project. But they're like, -5 for inappropriate items, poker chips. I'm like,
It's not like you're gluing dildos to the wall or anything.
I'm like, it's 3 different colors. They're perfect. They're round. What the fuck do you want from me?
It's 12-foot double-sided dildos, the atom, and the nucleus.
The nucleus is my semen. Oh, yeah.
And
We got
this
the
is a
lube. That's going to be the proton.
And see, the electrons are little, so I'm going to sprinkle crack all over this.
And what the hell? Let's just throw a dead cat up there.
That was another thing that I put on my grocery list. We were trying to figure out the street value of an 8-ball of cocaine in Omaha. And after we kind of got a rough guesstimation, we put it on our grocery list. It was pretty great. My math teacher did not give a fuck. She was old and retiring that year.
Nice.
I was somewhere, and I was talking to my buddy, and I was like, man, you know what? I've never been offered cocaine. And this guy out of nowhere, UNO. We were at a UNO hockey game. And this guy overheard us. He's like, I got some out back. And my buddy's like, no, we're just talking. And then I was like, I just got offered cocaine.
I
Check
know a
that
man.
off the bucket list.
I did not think that cocaine would be that easy to get. I thought you'd have to
You
jump
have to wear a
like,
t-shirt and a red corsage, and the t-shirt has to say, I want cocaine, that's why I'm wearing this corsage.
There were some kids that did it in class, in my English class in sophomore year.
Whoa.
Yeah, you know, just white Millard kids, probably 15 years old. They're in there like... and I didn't know for a couple weeks that that's what they were doing. And they're always, you know, like wiping their nose because their nose was runny afterwards.
Oh my god. You know what I guess is the new fad in high school now is soaking gummy bears in vodka and bringing it to school.
I heard about that.
Yeah. Did you also hear about the kids taking eye shots?
No.
What it is like the news thing I watched was fucking hilarious when I get to it. But it's where you take a shot and you like pull down your eyelid and pour it in your eye because apparently that gets alcohol to you faster. But unbeknownst to them, the vodka breaks down all the membranes in your eyes.
Yeah.
So it was really funny. It was a 16-year-old girl, and on the thing they like had her name and then put blind underneath. And she's like, I had fun doing it for a while and all this, but then I lost my vision. And I was like, what did you learn?
I heard another one on the news about girls using vodka-soaked tampons.
Yeah, packing or something
Yeah.
is the name of it.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, I don't know where they get these nicknames. I've never heard anyone call anything like that. Like, I've heard of girls doing that, and they just say, like, you know, I stuck a tampon with vodka in my vagina. It's not like, dude, are you packing? Are you packing? Yeah, I'm totally packing. Oh, let's pack. Guys, let's go pack.
You know what? I wasn't gonna laugh, but you're exactly like that kid, like in sex ed. I'm sitting there, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna be cool when someone says penis. I'm gonna be totally cool. And then she says penis, and the kid behind me is just like, and I'm like, oh,
No, he said that without any of us stepping on top of it. That's a great drop. That's what made me laugh.
I think Matt was just like, oh my god, he's gonna say it.
No, I didn't even think about it until after you said it. I'm like, oh my god. But yeah, but apparently it's kind of dangerous because it doesn't get filtered like through your liver. So it's just like wham, hits you real fast.
and
It's like pow, right in the kisser.
then you got a drunk vagina.
Oh my god, the girl with 2 vaginas could get double wasted.
Oh my gosh.
Or that English chick could fit like 5 tampons up there.
Probably. She probably just does it with a roll of toilet paper or something.
And here we are.
Oh, that sound you made.
Birthing in Turkey or something. You know.
There was another thing that I was kind of... did you guys see any of the local news on the snow?
No.
It was so bad.
There's snow?
Yeah, oh yeah, there's a little bit out there. And then the fact that it's everywhere. But they kept saying treacherous. It was like every third word they were saying treacherous. Eventually I was just counting like treacherous. Treacherous. Like, I get it, the roads are bad. Come on, someone
know
break
what?
open a thesaurus over there.
I went to work 7. I got up at 6, and I was at work by 7 on Saturday. And really, I slid like once, and it wasn't that bad before they plowed the streets.
Yeah.
And then this morning, like the ice was so jagged that it was more gripping than anything.
Yeah, my work actually closed down. I was supposed to work 9 to 5.
Really? You guys call it nice.
Yeah, well, the thing is, we're usually slow on Saturdays.
Oh.
And then you put a bunch of snow on the ground and ice.
People
and
don't want to ship things.
Yeah, it wasn't. You know, we're not a necessity really over there. I guess unless you have like medical equipment, you need to get there next day. But
Panera.
but fuck 'em.
Yeah, at Panera we were man down and we still closed early. Like, I mean, well, we didn't like close the store early, but everyone got out early after they did all their closing shit, like before we were even closed.
A negative close. That's what I used to call it back in the day.
Negative close.
I guess when we opened at 6 on Saturday, 3 people came in to get bagel packs and stuff. And Jerome was like, who the fuck does this? I don't even want to be here.
Dude, when one of my first months at Panera, there was a tornado warning, and someone came in for bagels.
Dude, do you remember the one time it was Randy and Al, and there was a tornado? Like, that's when Millard had the tornadoes.
Yeah.
And I could see the front windows sucking in and out from the pressure. And this dude came in and got like 3 U-Pick 2s, and Al was like, brother, we closed.
Yeah, and like, was that the one where the Dick's Sporting Goods sign got torn apart?
Yeah, that was the same one.
Yeah. Freaking signs are getting torn apart. The windows are sucking in. There's tornadoes in
broccoli cheddar soup.
There's tornadoes in Millard, and people are thinking, "Oh man, you big two would be really good right now."
You know what? I think I'm gonna do the Sierra turkey. No, the mac and cheese. Oh, the Greek salad. Oh, I can't decide.
But yeah, I remember we moved customers away from the windows because we thought they were just gonna implode.
Yeah. Before it snowed on Friday, when I got off work like right before it really started raining, and the store was packed. And then I went to go get gas, and they're out.
They were out of gas.
Yeah, they only had premium left.
Did you get it?
No. I got it today, actually. But, yeah, it was weird.
I've never had a place be out of gas.
Really?
Yeah.
I've seen them out of gas before, but not when I've tried to get gas. So, all right, guys. You guys want to move into gaming news?
Yeah.
We're actually going to start off with a little bit of Andy News Analysis League in gaming news.
Ooh.
Would you like to try anal?
Yes, we would. Here's gaming news.
We just equipped our paladin with a +3 cloak of hilariousness.
I'm boycotting your game, Blizzard! I'm boycotting your game!
That must mean it's time for 3-hit combo gaming news.
All right, so as everyone would like to start off gaming news, we're going to start off with a little bit of anal. I actually had to kind of do 2 articles. Like, Andy gave me an article and a link to another article, so we got like some anal spillage over here. Because we're
Some
in
anal leakage?
Yeah, we're in a couple articles here. But first of all, Grand Theft Auto 5 looks like it's coming along pretty well.
Yeah.
See, the thing that confused me in the article was it said, looks like it may come out March of 2012, but a 2012 release date looks unlikely. So I'm thinking they might mean March of 2013 because the article they linked to said that they delayed Max Payne 3 to a May 2012 release, which is kind of where they kind of wanted to release Grand Theft Auto 5.
Yeah.
So they're thinking Grand Theft Auto 5 might move to the holiday season. But then they're thinking, maybe they don't want to release it alongside the next Call of Duty game.
Dude, it's Grand Theft Auto. That would trump Call of Duty.
I don't know, man.
Really?
I think it would take a bite out of their sales.
Dude, Modern Warfare 3 sucked. It really did. Despite
people still buy it.
Yeah, despite the amount of like people that bought it, that game fucking sucked.
But so another thing they're thinking, it might come out before April of 2013.
Man, would they really delay that game that long just so it could sell?
I don't think so. They're saying,
August.
well, the final part here says it's unlikely GTA 5 will be released a few months after Max Payne 3, which they misspelled Mac Payne 3. But a holiday 2012 release date doesn't seem too far-fetched.
August.
August would be a good time.
Yeah. Nothing comes out in August,
Yeah,
man.
fucking give it to us in August.
Yeah.
August, maybe July.
Yeah, July. Dude, that's all I do in July.
July, Madden comes out in July, though. I would think Grand Theft Auto 5 and Madden would have a lot of cross.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought Madden wasn't selling that well anymore. I thought the NCAAs were doing better.
Madden still sells.
Don't they all just kind of come out in July-ish? Though? Like a lot of the big sports names?
Yeah, but I would say Grand Theft Auto is one of those games that has a lot of bleed over from sports fans.
Yeah, I would say like probably August or I would say
September. I'd take September.
But I mean, I think August is pretty good.
Yeah, because like everything comes out November and December, and then like March and April.
Yeah, because July has it has Madden and the NCAA games, and I think FIFA usually comes out, and FIFA's apparently pretty good.
Yeah, a lot of people like that FIFA game.
Yeah.
That game always sells a lot.
So
Well, it's a good like international game.
Yeah.
It's not huge in America, but there's quite a few fans.
Yeah, I always
international.
see like things of like FIFA sells like 10 million. I'm like, damn, dude.
And that all was according to financial analyst Mike Hickey.
Nice.
Did you know that one of the main directors for Grand Theft Auto is Sam Hauser?
Yes,
Yeah,
I did.
Every time I see it on the screen, whenever I play a game, I'm like, fucking Sam Hauser.
All right, next we're going to move to a state that Skylar loves. We're going to go to Oklahoma.
Yay! Nah, I really don't like Oklahoma. It's humid. There's lots of tornadoes.
A lot of red dirt.
Yeah, there's a lot of clay in the soil. Can't have a basement because the groundwater's so shallow.
Man, that is fucked up. You can't have a basement and there's a lot of tornadoes.
Man, that
Right?
is a fuck you state.
Yeah.
Right?
Where are you gonna go? Oh, upstairs.
Come to Oklahoma because fuck you.
I mean, you could hide. They recommend that you go into a closet in like the closest center of your house on the first floor, and then surround yourself with pillows.
On a random note about states, I was watching Dexter last night, and they had a Nebraska episode, and he went to Kearney. And once again, that goes to show that people think Nebraska is all cornfields and rednecks.
Yeah, that's what it was, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
It was like a podunk town. Kearney was like podunk, cornfields, and like grain silos and hicks.
Yeah, a lot of people think Oklahoma is still cowboys and Indians. So you guys, was there any like teepees near your high school? No, there was not. They were a few blocks away.
A new bill proposed in Oklahoma seeks to add a 1% tax on all violent video games, a measure that the Entertainment Software Association has described as patently unconstitutional. Which I love. Everyone always throws out unconstitutional at everything. I don't like it. It's unconstitutional. All right. Well,
I don't like grapes. They're unconstitutional. Don't put them in my salad.
You know who will decide what's unconstitutional? The Supreme Court. That's what they're there for.
Yeah. Oh,
Goddamn.
that came out of nowhere.
Yeah, it did. That's why I couldn't move away from my mic.
Move away from the mic.
Democratic State Representative William Fourkiller introduced the bill HB 2696 and proposes that Oklahoma attach a 1% levy on top of existing sales tax to games that have been rated teen, mature, or adult only, so most of them, by the ESA.
Yeah.
Or
Wow,
the E ESRB.
Teen? Like, that's not even for violence, then.
Yeah.
It's just any age restriction. Because, like, there's adult humor or something like that, which,
Yeah.
I mean, is kind of...
that makes it teen, I think, if you have adult humor.
Yeah.
Or smoking, I think.
Well, I
smoking.
mean, like, Rock Band, that's rated teen
Yeah.
for lyrics.
Yeah.
Yeah. A 1% tax, well, I'll get more into it here. It's a similar approach to a bill that was proposed in New Mexico in 2008, HB 583, which didn't make it out of the state legislature. Fourkiller says, violent video games contribute to some of our social problems like obesity and bullying. But because they raise a lot of revenue, they can also be part of the solution. He wants to use the 1% tax to fund programs that prevent bullying. Now, I could see where you can make the correlation with video games and obesity. You know, people sit down, but that's like, you could also make the correlation with TV and obesity or internet and obesity because people are sitting down. But bullying, what?
Like, I've never played a video game where when I get done, I want to go out and be mean to people.
Yeah. And so he wants to, so like, I guess I don't necessarily hate the idea that he wants to add a 1% tax, but the thing is, he's not doing it to raise money for his state. He's using it to fund brand new programs to stop bullying. Like, you know what stops bullying? What's going on, you know, like the Be a Star campaign and stuff like that. I mean, I think it's being covered pretty well.
Yeah.
That's gotten a lot more publicity lately.
It has.
I know, it's all the way on 3-hit combo.
Yeah. But a 1% tax, that's like 60 cents. I guess it's not that bad.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, it'd be annoying for, like, I see, like, a lot of people kind of close to the border, like, anyone, like, what is it, Texoma and Tulsa, if they're close to the border, they might as well just, like, jump up to, like, Joplin or Arkansas or something to buy a video game.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like that'd be a kind of an inconvenience.
It would be.
I feel like if they did add on a tax like that, they could use that revenue a little bit better.
Fourkiller also says, I hold no animosity towards the video game industry. Their products contribute to a diverse market of ideas protected by our First Amendment that makes America great.
So they're unconstitutional, though.
Yeah, apparently.
Okay.
According to the ESA. Okay, guys. This next story, I'm really excited because I haven't gotten to play this in a long time. So here we go.
Yes!
We got some GameStop news.
What have they done?
All right.
I feel like we should just have like a GameStop news drop and like lump it all together. And once we have like 3 or 4 stories, we just drop it.
GameStop has a new feature for the Power Up Rewards. Now, who's a Power Up member here?
I got one.
Skylar?
I am for another 11 days.
Okay.
I am.
Well, here's their new feature. They now have retro video games.
You do?
Mm-hmm. And, you can use your points to get used games at GameStop. Well, now you can use your points to get retro video games from Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, and Dreamcast.
Are they all emulators? Or do you get the actual game?
No, they're the actual game.
Oh, shit.
Here's the problem. They're selling them, the original Super Mario Brothers, it's from Screw Attack, by the way, where I got this. Just want to throw that out there because Screw Attack's awesome. Super Mario Brothers, they're selling it for 43,250 power-up points.
Whoa.
What?
Generally speaking, 1,000 points is equal to $1. So
That's
technically, they're selling Super Mario Brothers for, depending on how you get your points, for around $2,000.
That's disgusting.
Exactly.
What the fuck?
Yeah, what the fuck? Super Mario Brothers online is like $3.
Yeah, in eBay you can get it for like $3.
Yeah, because they made a ton of them. Because they were popular and came with every Nintendo.
Sort of like the N64 and Donkey Kong 64. Yeah.
Didn't a lot of N64s come with the Super Mario 64 too?
I think so. I don't know. Mine came with Donkey Kong because I got the Jungle Pack. See-through green.
Oh.
Yeah, it's pretty legit. Yeah, that's ridiculous. You're selling it for like $2,000?
Yep, they're selling it for a ridiculous amount. But the article does add at the end, maybe now they'll get Battletoads.
Oh man, we can only hope.
Yeah. Oh.
We can start calling GameStop. Heard about your Power Up Rewards. Do you have Battletoads? Son of a... Yes, we have Battletoads now.
Yeah! Nailed it! The system works, guys!
And then that one song goes on in the background. Live to win. Live to die. All right.
All right, and final story news. The PlayStation Network is no more.
I think that's really fucking dumb.
It will merge with the
it's really
Sony
fucking
Entertainment
dumb.
Network
I think it's really fucking dumb.
on February 7th.
So now it's not PSN, it's like SEN.
SEN. You will merge seamlessly with the SEN.
That's about the face I made too when I saw that. I was just like,
Like I smelled something bad.
yeah, like,
There will be new terms of use that are mandatory to agree to if you wish to continue using your merged account.
Does this also contain the same, like, if you have a complaint, you can't file it?
it probably does.
I don't know. See, they've highlighted some here, and a lot of it's more stuff for like parents, and there's also information about pre-ordering content and stuff like that. But
Okay, so I guess I can kind of see, like, if they're trying to gear it towards more, like,
And they're
parental-friendly stuff.
they're also trying to unify everything under one ID, kind of like Apple's ID.
Sort of like the opposite of what Netflix was doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
see, if you own a PSN account and a PlayStation 3 or a Vita handheld, your username and password will not change, nor is Sony encouraging you to change them. Curiously enough, none of the changes affect the PSP. I guess they're just cutting the losses there or something. They're just like, well, we got the Vita now.
See, I only use my PSP for 2 things: screwing ladies, and shooting off fireworks. No, I play Final Fantasy VII, and I play Monster Hunter on there, and Final Fantasy Crisis Core, I guess.
Okay, 2 things. First of all, it's like the PS Vita is like the new baby in the house. Like PSP's a toddler, and like, oh, coddling the new baby. Daddy, come over and play. No.
We're busy.
Second, I think Final Fantasy VII is going to be the next game I stream.
Nice.
Good. Oh God, good.
I've been wanting to say that for a few weeks now.
Are you going to go
I
for
keep
Knights of the
forgetting.
Round, or are you not going to spend 15 hours doing that?
No, I might, because I mean,
You need that gold chocobo.
I streamed Final Fantasy IX like a year ago, and I did go through like the entire game. It took me like 3 months. But I combed through the entire game. I beat Ozma in 4 minutes. No
But
big deal.
like getting that,
I think
getting
you've
the,
mentioned that.
getting Knights of the
it's
Round.
happened.
That's so satisfying when you finally get it. You're just like, yeah.
It takes like 8 minutes every time you use it.
Yeah.
It doesn't even use that much MP. You're just
Yeah.
like, I'm going to go make a sandwich.
But the first time you do, like the very first time I got it and let it rip, I was just like, oh. This is great. What was the next best one? Was it the Neo Bahamut?
Yeah,
Or the Zero
I got
Bahamut?
yeah Neo Bahamut, I believe, or no Bahamut Zero.
Yeah, was that the second best summon? I thought there was one more.
That I believe that was the one
the
right
High
beneath.
Wind. No, that was his limit break. Was the High Wind?
Yes.
I believe Neo Bahamut was the one right beneath.
No, it was the Magus Sisters. It's Final Fantasy X.
Chocobo Mog. Chocobo Mog. God.
Final Fantasy X is a game I really want to stream too, but I don't know if I can do it on my computer.
You should do a...
If you windowed it, I bet you'd be able to. Like, put it in a smallerish window.
Maybe. I don't know.
You should do Fire Emblem and the Sacred Stones.
I might. My computer's going to get an upgrade too before Guild Wars. So
Yeah.
once I get set upgrade, I could probably run Final Fantasy.
My computer's going to be turned on. It's just been sitting in my closet.
Dude, Windows Update is going to be like, oh, shit!
I want to turn it on because I have like all Portal themed noises on it. So it's like in Portal 1 there's a like the intro that she gives you to this like to one of the levels is welcome Android to the enrichment center, blah blah blah. Just want to remind you there is an Android hell that you will be sent to if you defy us. Something like that. Mm-hmm. That's what plays when I turn it up. And then when I turn it off, it says, "What are you doing? No. And then it turns off.
When I turn my computer on, it just goes. It's from Friday Night Cranks, if anyone gets that. All right. Anyway, that will do it for gaming news. You guys ready to move on to technology news? Yeah. Of course you are. You're always ready. Yeah. Let's do it.
Good news, everyone. We're online.
Plug in, power up, and listen in. Whoa. This is technology news.
Guys, Polish protests have put ACTA on hold. Last week, the European Union had officially signed the controversial anti-piracy trade agreement ACTA. This brings ACTA a step closer to passing, but individual EU member states and the European Parliament still have to ratify ACTA later this year. But this may not happen. All across Europe, people are opposing the secret treaty, and in Poland alone, more than 100,000 people took to the streets in recent days.
Good.
Their prime minister also changed his pro-ACTA stance. And they say the backtracking could spell the end of ACTA for the entire European Union if Poland or any other EU member state or the European Parliament itself fails to ratify the document, it becomes null and void across the Union. So it just takes one Union member to nullify the whole thing.
Huh.
Now, while this is no guarantee that ACTA has been stopped, Poland is kind of backtracking on it, and a lot of members still haven't even signed it. This is certainly a change in the right direction for ACTA.
Man, yeah, this was pretty secret. Not a lot of people knew about this.
Yeah, it's seriously been around since like 2008. I think we mentioned that last week. I was in high school when this thing was.
I remember seeing the
unless it was late 2008, then I was in college.
The acronym, but I did not pay any attention whatsoever.
I didn't know about it until just a few weeks ago when everyone was in an uproar about SOPA, which I mean I don't know. It's kind of like follow the breadcrumbs, and then you found ACTA. So I'm wondering if the people who thought up SOPA knew that ACTA was happening, because I mean, ACTA in a sense is a more powerful version, or it's not really. Yeah. It's a different approach. It's more invasive.
If it doesn't go through in the European Union, does that mean America is not going to be part of it too? Then
It doesn't say, but
like
I don't necessarily know if that's true, because it's a treaty, and some people. I mean, if the European Union decides not to sign it, then, okay, they're not part of it. But then all the other countries that did sign it, I guess they are still part of it. I don't know. But if the European Union backtracks on it, that's a large chunk of...
Yeah, that's a lot of countries.
To be like, well, we don't want to do this. So that might spill over, and hopefully other countries would be like, whoa, wait a minute.
Oh, we got a badass over here.
Nope.
Nope. All right, guys. A new report from startup company Criticism claims that iOS apps are crashing at a greater rate than popular Android apps. They took in data over a 2-month period, which consisted of analyzing operating system versions and apps that ultimately explain the crashes. Older versions are still moving around devices today. The research company discovered that there's at least 23 different versions of iOS and 33 of Android still floating around.
Yeah, there's a lot of Android.
Yeah, I didn't even know there was 23.
Yeah.
That's what it says in the article too. Hell, I didn't even know that many versions of iOS existed.
There's like the little like, if you look at like the iOS 4, there's like 4.01 and then 4.1 and all that shit.
Yeah. Now, what it really comes down to is that people don't update their apps to go with their new version of their software, and that ultimately leads to the crashes. Both Android and iPhone have a less than 1% crash rate, unlike my phone, which apparently has a 50% crash rate now. But if you consider this to be some sort of contest, then Android is a tad more stable than iPhone.
That's random.
But apparently,
Dude, last time I looked
Do we
on
have a similar study on PS3 and Xbox 360?
no, we don't.
Oh, okay.
I believe that study's been done.
Soon.
Soon. That's what Xbox actually says when you open them out of the box the first time. Yeah, as you pick it up, it goes soon.
I saw there was.
I don't know what it is.
There was one article I was reading, or it wasn't really an article, it was a commentary, but someone said something like, "There's a game that you always get when you get an Xbox. It's free and it's mandatory to play. It's called Living on Borrowed Time."
Last time I looked at Tom's phone, he had like 28 app updates, and he was still running like the old ass OS. I was like, Tom, why don't you do this? You have like a Mac at home, and your dad's an Apple fanboy. He's like,
Dude, I don't even have that many apps, but I get like fucking like 17 updates a week.
Yeah.
My apps are always updating. I don't know what the
that's
deal
good.
is. I know,
fixing
but
stuff,
it's
but-
like every day I look, it's like 17 app updates. What the fuck?
I don't have any apps on my phone.
Be lucky, dude. Smartphones actually take a bit to upkeep. They're a pain in the ass.
Look at them over here. Dude, you're lucky. It's a burden.
Like they're awesome, but
Technology.
That's like telling
annoying.
someone in like a third world country, be glad you don't have access to all the food we do. People get so fat.
the internet you will get bored of. Trust me.
You fap way too much. It's disgusting.
And then your penis turns left, and you don't know what's going on anymore.
You've been putting too much English on it. That's what happens.
All right, guys. NOAA, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, had 19 different email systems, over 25,000 email addresses that they want to consolidate under one system. They did not hire a consulting firm to do this or spend a lot of money on it. NOAA's CIO, Chief Information Officer, Joe, we're going to call him Joe K, evidently could not figure out on his own or did not want to reinvent the wheel how to do this. So he consulted Casey Coleman. Casey is the CIO at GSA, the General Services Administration, and said that to consolidate their email system, they moved it to the cloud. Under Google Apps. Joe calculated, after he made this move, that they saved $12 million at NOAA
Holy crap!
by consolidating their email systems under one umbrella.
That's a lot of money, man.
Now,
Jesus.
also, so that also saves taxpayer money, by the way, because taxpayer money goes to NOAA, so that's pretty cool. Also, NOAA's help desk fielded 129 help requests after the move, which works out to 0.5% of employees that needed help on the new email system.
Not bad.
So, good job, Joe K.
Joe Capalappa.
Good job for Google.
Kappa
They got
Rappa.
a neat little system there with the cloud.
Yeah, if I want to take a stab at his last name, it's Joe Klimovic.
Climables. Climables.
Joe. All right, France has convicted Google Maps for unfair competition.
What?
A French commercial court has found Google guilty of abusing the dominant position of its Google Maps application and is ordered to pay a fine and damages to a French mapping company. In a ruling this past Tuesday, the Paris court upheld an unfair competition complaint lodged by Botan Cartographs against Google France and its parent company Google Inc. for providing free mapping services to some businesses. How dare they?
You know what Google should do? It just like, fuck it, you're on your own. And just
No
pull
one
out of
in France gets Google Maps.
Yeah.
Eat it.
The
Fucking
court
ruined it.
The court ordered Google to pay 500,000 euros, roughly $660,000 in damages and interest to the plaintiff, and a $15,000 euro fine, or 15,000 euro fine. Dollar
Really?
euro would be retarded.
Google makes that counting to 5 on their hands. So.
The French company provides the same service that Google does for a fee. and claimed that the Google strategy was aimed at undercutting competitors by temporarily swallowing the full cost until it gains control of the market, which I think is pretty presumptuous, because basically you're going into court like, okay, well, they give it for free now, but once everybody's out of it, then they're going to start charging. It's like, how do you know that? Yeah. Google has a stranglehold on voice over IP services, but they still give you Google Voice for free.
Are they still dominant in email? I don't know if they are. I thought Hotmail still was. Or Yahoo Mail. That's the big one.
Yeah, man, Google's got to be pretty up there.
Yeah.
See, I don't know. That's like me opening up a burger joint right next to McDonald's and being like, well, they could sell their burgers for so much cheaper because they're already so successful. Why can't I be successful? Give me money!
Oh, but we are douchebags. Oh.
Like that's... And then McDonald's is just... They have to apparently give me $660,000 because they're big meanies.
Let's try it.
Yeah.
Let's
open it up like a fucking lemonade stand.
No, let's go to court over podcasts that charge for their content. Because they're so successful, they'll charge and people will buy it. If we charge, no one would probably listen. So what we could say is, we're so small and little and we just don't have the success they do. We should go to court and you guys pay us damages.
They're stealing our viewers, guys.
The next day on our Facebook, we have like gold teeth and chains. We're like, yeah!
Ready to charge $30 a minute.
We get $600,000 and don't spend a dime of it on the podcast.
Yeah.
Well, Skylar and Andy got a new house that they are now life partners in. God.
All right, guys. That'll do it for technology news.
All right.
All right. Now it's time for news.
News team, assemble!
And now it's time for the 3-hit combo news desk with Matt, Andy, and Skylar. First up, I almost put this in the gaming news, but really it fits more into our news desk. A corpse sits among oblivious video gamers for 9 hours at a Taiwan internet cafe.
Yeah, I saw that.
Out of New Taipei, Taiwan, a Taiwanese man who died while playing video games at an internet cafe appeared to have gone unnoticed by fellow gamers for up to 9 hours.
Was it StarCraft?
Most
yeah,
likely.
he was waiting for a patch.
The 23-year-old checked in at the cafe in New Taipei City on Tuesday night and was found dead, but still sitting rigidly on a chair with his hands stretched out the following night by a waitress.
Rigor mortis.
The waitress last saw him talking on the phone around noon on Wednesday, and his body had apparently been sitting there for up to 9 hours without any of the 30 other people in the cafe noticing.
Dude.
An initial police investigation says he might have died of cardiac arrest triggered by the low temperatures.
That's hilarious. That's awful, but it's so fucking funny.
I thought it was hilarious that no one noticed for 9 fucking hours.
Well, like, at first when you read the story, you're like, you guys didn't notice the dead guy? But apparently he was sitting with his hands still stretched out like he was playing, you know? At first you'd be like, you know, you're playing, you look, you're like, that guy's been sitting there a long time. I guess I haven't been watching him, though. He's probably gotten up.
Oh, dude, this guy's totally camping right now, but he's not doing anything. All right, I think I'm going to take him out, guys. And then he died.
If you die in the game, you die for real.
Oh, shit, man.
Like, oh man, what was that one gaming? We had an internet gaming cafe here up in Millard. I don't remember. .game or something.
Oh,
but
yeah, I think
I used to go there, and I'd always like look at what other people were playing and stuff and all that, and I would notice someone dead.
Well, you'd be the only one.
Yeah.
Sorry, we can't all have the perception check of a genius.
Of a genius to notice that someone has died.
Sorry, I was involved in other things.
Rolling your die.
Yeah. We had some 6 Dungeons and Dragons going.
All right, guys. In Vermont, inmates create the seal that goes on the side of police cars. You know, the Vermont state seal.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I like where this is going. Hold on.
Well, on the Vermont state seal, one of the things on it is a cow. You know, and cows have spots. And the inmates changed one of the spots into the shape of a pig.
Oh, that's clever.
And they apparently did this in 2008. and someone just noticed it on a Vermont police cruiser, and they assume that it's on about 30 police cruisers.
That's pretty good, actually. Whoever came up with that, kudos.
That's really awesome.
Yeah. They've been doing that
They
for a
totally
couple
pulled
years
an
now.
ACTA on that shit.
Yeah.
It's been 2008.
There's now an investigation as to who did this and how. They said the computer program was modified to allow the shape of a pig. It's like, what fucking computer program are you using?
MS
Paint.
I'm like, that's a pretty restrictive program if a pig was not allowed.
There's like six softwares, like an encryption key. You have to get a Pandora battery for it.
But, yeah, they attribute this to bad quality insurance. There's apparently someone supposed to look them all over before they get sent out,
Someone's getting fired.
Well, yeah, they need someone to blame.
Yeah.
It was this kid right here. This 8-year-old boy. He did it when he was 4.
He's going to jail.
Yeah, throw him in. All right, guys. A repairman accidentally joins a South Pole expedition.
What?
A New Zealand repairman is on his way to Antarctica after a renegade Norwegian yachtman set sail unaware he was still on board. The marine mechanic was reportedly working on an anchor aboard the 52-foot Nelia in Auckland Harbor. First of all, you need a mechanic for an anchor? Add more weight.
Maybe he was stuck.
It's not heavy enough.
So this guy, he's working, and he comes up, he's probably cleaning off his hands. Okay, so I fixed your anchor, but you still got a few more problems, but where the fuck am I?
God.
Is that a glacier?
Oh my! I don't know.
Renegade Norwegian yacht owner.
Now, here's the thing.
Yeah, I like that.
The yacht was hurriedly cast off as immigration officials tried to serve deportation papers to the skipper, Gerald Andhoy from Norway. Mr. Andhoy and 3 crew members have embarked on an unpermitted voyage to Antarctica's Ross Sea, a defiance of both Norwegian and New Zealand governments. A previous trip he made to Antarctica almost a year ago ended in disaster when his yacht Berserk sank in a fierce storm and 3 men died.
Well, I mean, he has one to spare then.
I would be so pissed as that mechanic.
So this mechanic has now, against his will, gone on a journey with a guy who's already sank one boat
Would
at
that be
the South Pole.
kidnapping?
I guess...
International waters, no laws. You rock and roll every day and party every night.
I guess if they bring him back, it would be, but if they refuse to bring him back, it would be.
I'm not going back. I'm not going back, man.
But the thing is, if they go back, then they can be arrested.
Yeah. He's not going back.
But Andhoy declares himself a Viking, a Norwegian adventurer, that he says he's going to seek the wreckage of the Berserk.
What if he's
His
going?
other yacht.
His other yacht. Don't you know where it is? You were with it when it sank. Unlike Italian cruise ship captains.
Maybe he's looking for his thumb or thumb from
Hey,
Skyrim.
I used to be an Italian cruise ship captain, but then I took a longboat to land.
What?
Good thing we're not ending on that.
Yeah.
A British tourist and his accomplice were arrested in the United States over jokes he made on Twitter.
Really?
2 British tourists were barred from entering America after joking on Twitter that they were going to destroy America and dig up Marilyn Monroe. Lee Van Bryan, who's 26, was handcuffed and kept under armed guard in a cell with Mexican drug dealers for 12 hours after landing in Los Angeles with pal Emily Bunting. The Department of Homeland Security flagged him as a potential threat when he posted an excited tweet to his pals about his forthcoming trip to Hollywood, which read, "Free this week for a quick gossip/prep before I go and destroy America?"
What'd you learn?
Don't
This is
say-
America.
Don't say you're going to destroy America, I guess.
Yeah.
After making their way through passport control at Los Angeles International Airport, last Monday afternoon, the pair were detained by armed guards. Despite telling the officials that the term destroy was British slang for party, they were held on suspicion of planning to commit crimes and had their passports confiscated. Lee was also quizzed about another tweet, which, quote, hit U.S. comedy Family Guy, which read, 3 weeks today, we're totally in L.A. pissing people off on Hollywood Boulevard and digging Marilyn Monroe up.
That's from Family Guy.
Apparently.
Oh.
Now, the guy even says, he's like, it's an American show. I'm just going to assume that's how he talks. It's an American show. You guys didn't know the quote? I didn't know the quote.
Yeah.
I watch a lot of Family Guy.
Never heard that before.
I don't know.
But federal agents even searched his suitcase looking for spades and shovels, claiming Emily was planning to act as Lee's lookout as they raided Marilyn's tomb. She has a tomb?
She has a mausoleum. A hut. She has a pyramid. Her servants were buried in there along with their cats.
So, yeah, they had a long ordeal. Apparently, he was locked in a cell with 2 Mexican drug dealers. When they were given food, the Mexican drug dealers took all the food and left him with the juice box.
Really? That's awesome.
God, that sucks.
He also, if he wants to enter the United States again, he has to apply with a visa at the U.S. Embassy in the United Kingdom before he can come back. So, careful what you say on Twitter. All right, they're watching.
How the fuck did they find that?
I don't know. that's
Unless he was like, at America.
Yeah, hash mark America.
Yeah.
at United States.
Yeah.
Coming to destroy you.
At Obama.
Yeah. Tweeted straight to the president.
Yeah. Use a bitch. Let's party.
All
It's
right.
just slang for a cool guy.
Oh, God, I don't... All right, I'll say it. I'm going to assassinate the president. It's just slang for I want to have a good time.
Oh, my God.
I want
If you're
to
not
have
here
a drink.
tomorrow,
I know.
I'm not...
So apparently this is the final episode.
But
I'll be
at
down
least,
here.
after the tweet, he didn't say anything, you know? It's like when someone's joking and you don't know if they're serious. At least I said I was joking right after I said it.
All right.
Yeah, like a lull.
Skylar and I will be down here like, your mom will come down and be like, where's Matt?
I don't know.
Isn't he with you?
Yeah.
Dude, I'm gonna be like looking out my window tonight. There's gonna be a van outside my house. I'm gonna be like, what the fuck is that van doing there? Like, I'm gonna see a little antenna come up. Like, oh, God damn it.
You're just going to get something in the back of your neck out of nowhere, too. Just
Oh, what's that? What's that? Down. They drag me out of my room.
God.
they flashbang your whole house. Your family's just down like, oh, my God.
Reminds me of a Chappelle Show skit where they're a white guy gets to be a black guy for a day or something like that. I don't know what it was, but the SWAT team busts in and the dog is just sitting there looking at them, and someone's like, "Shut that fucking dog up!" And they shoot it in the head. And the guy's like, "They killed my dog," and like the dog lunged at us, sir.
Chappelle Show was good, man.
It was, and then he just left.
Played lots of World of Warcraft.
Did he really?
Yeah, he got addicted to World of Warcraft after he ran away.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Maybe we'll play Guild Wars with
And
us.
now
We should see if you could do a drop for us on the podcast. Bitches, this is 3-hit combo with Matt, Andy, and Skylar. I don't know.
Bryant Gumbel makes. Or no. Wayne Brady makes Bryant Gumbel look like Malcolm X. This is 3-hit combo.
we should just start emailing fucking random celebrities to see if they'll do drops.
All right.
Just record this is 3-hit combo with Matt, Andy, and Skylar. I mean, it's easy. It's like an 8-second thing.
Natalie Portman, how are you? By the way,
Hey.
how are you doing?
Email subject. Hey there.
Not porn. Promise.
And P.S. What are you wearing?
All right, guys. So that's going to do it for another episode of 3-Hit Combo. Remember, you can find us on Facebook, facebook.com/3-Hit Combo Podcast. Email us, 3hitcombopodcast@gmail.com. Join our Astro Empire server. We're on the Lyra Galaxies, Lyra 49. 3-Hit Combo is the guild.
Football.
Join us. You'll have fun. Follow us on Twitter, twitter.com/3hitcombopc. Number 3, PC stands for podcast. Find us on YouTube. We're on YouTube. And GPX Gaming. So go to those.
So I actually figured out something this week about our podcast. Is while I was looking it up, when I was typing into Google 3-hit combo podcast, whatever, came up in one of the suggestions. Like it was one of the autocomplete. Same with Skylar Joyce. Skylar Joyce, my Google Plus account and Facebook pop up if you put quotes around my name.
It's probably because you're logged in.
Huh?
The new
No.
the way that
I don't
Google set
stay
up,
logged in my Gmail. If you put quotes around Skylar Joyce, it pops up my MySpace first, and then Facebook, and then.
I was gonna say, because the way Google's set up now, like if you search it, it's gonna be things relevant to you first. Anyway, so I don't know where to go with that. Because
doesn't
you
work
fucked up
with
the
you,
outro.
Matt. It doesn't work with you. It's some jazz flautist.
Flautist.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh shit, he's right.
since Skylar ruined the outro,
Yep, Skylar Joyce.
I'm just gonna say bye.